In this video, we are excited to share with you 30 amazing facts about Paraguay. In the center of South America is the nation of Paraguay. Paraguay is the only nation in South America with an Atlantic Ocean coastline and a Pacific Ocean land border. After Suriname, Paraguay is the second smallest nation in South America. One of the countries with the most rivers, including the Paraguay and Parana rivers, is Paraguay. The Itaipu Dam, one of the world's most significant hydroelectric power facilities, is located in Paraguay. One of the countries with the most incredible diversity of plant and animal species is Paraguay. Numerous indigenous communities, including the Guarani, renowned for their rich culture and traditional way of life, call Paraguay home. Delicious regional cuisine from Paraguay includes chipa and sopa paraguaya. One of the world's top soybean producers is Paraguay. Other crops produced in large quantities in Paraguay include corn, wheat, and cotton. Stevia is a natural sweetener, and Paraguay is a major producer of it. The economy of Paraguay is robust and expanding, with a heavy emphasis on services, industry, and agriculture.
Particularism. In Paraguay, a CEO may choose to work with a company they have a long-standing, personal relationship with, even if another company offers a more competitive proposal. Trust and familiarity weigh more heavily than objective terms. The scene: a meeting between a Paraguayan CEO, Ms. Mimi, and representatives of two companies, one foreign and one domestic with a prior relationship.
In an emotional culture, like Paraguay, openly expressing emotions is considered normal and acceptable. When a boss expresses anger or dissatisfaction, it is not necessarily seen as unprofessional or aggressive, but rather as an authentic and transparent way to address issues. Here's how this might look in a Paraguayan workplace. Direct expression of feelings. A boss in Paraguay might openly show frustration or disappointment to convey the seriousness of the mistake.
Diffuse. In Paraguay, a CEO might favor hiring a relative or someone from their close social circle over a more qualified outsider because personal trust and loyalty are seen as integral to professional success. The scene: a CEO, Ms. Mimi, is interviewing candidates for a senior management role.
Ascription. In Paraguay's ascription-oriented business culture, personal relationships and social status often influence workplace dynamics. For example, if an employee is late to a meeting, a boss might react differently based on their relationship. In one instance, the boss might be upset with employee 1, who lacks a close connection, while showing leniency toward employee 2, who shares a strong personal bond. This highlights the importance of relationship building and respect for hierarchical and interpersonal ties in Paraguayan workplaces.
Encouraging input from everyone. Communitarianism. In Paraguay's communitarian culture, decision-making is a collective process that values group, consensus, and inclusivity. Leaders in Paraguayan workplaces actively seek input from all team members, regardless of rank or position. This ensures everyone feels included and that the final decision reflects a variety of perspectives.
Time. In Paraguayan business culture, time is often treated with flexibility, reflecting the mañana mentality, which prioritizes harmony over strict punctuality. For instance, a new employee arrived punctually at 4 p.m. for a scheduled meeting, only to find it postponed to 4:30 p.m. without prior notice. While initially confused, the employee realized this relaxed approach wasn't about carelessness but about adaptability and trust that things would eventually align. Success in such an environment requires focusing less on rigid schedules and more on building strong, respectful relationships.
The environment dimension highlights how individuals interact with their surroundings with two key orientations: inner-directed and outer-directed. Inner-directed individuals focus on controlling their environment through planning and persistence, while outer-directed individuals prioritize adapting to circumstances and maintaining harmony. For example, in a meeting, a boss initially discusses Plan A, but suddenly switches to Plan B, expecting the team to adapt seamlessly. This reflects an outer-directed approach, emphasizing flexibility and responsiveness to change.
The impact when we do the business with Paraguay. 1. Particularism. The impact. In a particularistic culture like Paraguay, relationships and personal connections often take precedence over universal rules. Decisions may be influenced by who you know rather than what the formal rules dictate. Contracts and agreements might be interpreted flexibly to suit the context or relationships involved. 2. Emotional. The impact. Paraguayans often express emotions openly in interactions. This can be seen as enthusiasm or passion in business, but it might also include visible frustration or excitement. 3. Environment. The impact. Adaptability to changing circumstances is valued over rigid adherence to plans. This approach can lead to dynamic but unpredictable outcomes.